Good morning, dear children. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome you again to the Google Classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. Dear children, we have completed our chapter, lesson number 10, Motion and Measurement of Distances. So today we will be discussing about text exercise. So all of you be ready with the textbook, pencil, pen and one rough note. So what all things we have learned in this chapter? We have learned about story of transport, some measurements. What is measurement? Measurement means the comparison of an unknown quantity with some known quantity. This known fixed quantity is called a unit. We have also learned about standard and non-standard units of measurement. With the help of an activity and examples, you have understood what is standard and non-standard units of measurement. Can you able to tell what is the SI unit of length? Yes, the SI unit of length is meter. Then we have discussed about correct measurement of length, measuring the length of a curved line. How you will measure the length of a curved line? Yes, with the help of thread. Then we have discussed about different types of motion, rectilinear motion, periodic motion and circular motion. And with the help of an example and activity, you have understood what is periodic motion, circular motion and rectilinear motion. So dear students, now all of you open your textbook, page number 106. Now let's do exercises. Give two examples each of modes of transport used on land, water and air. Land transport, car, bus. Water transport, ship, boat. Air transport, aeroplane, helicopter. Second question, fill in the blanks. 1 meter is dash centimeter. 100 centimeter. 5 kilometer is dash meter. 5000 meter. Motion of a child on a swing is dash. What will be the answer? Yes, periodic motion. Motion of the needle of a sewing machine is dash. Yes, periodic motion. Motion of wheel of a bicycle is dash. Yes, circular motion. Third question, why can a pace or a footstep not be used as a standard unit of length? The length of a pace or a footstep varies from person to person. If the length of footstep will be used as standard unit for measurement of length, then the measured quantity will not be same. Hence, the footstep is not a constant quantity and cannot be used as a standard unit of length.
Question number 4. Arrange the following lengths in their increasing order. So you have to arrange this in increasing order. 1 meter, 1 centimeter, 1 kilometer, 1 millimeter. So the answer is 1 millimeter, 1 centimeter, 1 meter, 1 kilometer. Question 5. The height of a person is 1.65 meter. So we have to express it into centimeter and millimeter. As you know, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So 1.65 meter is equal to 1.65 into 100 centimeter. So you will get the answer 165 centimeter. As you know, 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeter. So 165 centimeter is equal to 165 into 10 millimeter is equal to 1650 millimeter. Question number 6. The distance between Radha's home and her school is 3250 meters. So what you have to do? You have to express this distance into kilometer. So 1 kilometer is equal to, 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meter. So what you will do here? You will divide this 3250 divided by 1000 is equal to 3.25 kilometer. Question number 7. While measuring the length of a knitting needle, the reading of the scale at one end is 3.0 centimeter and at the other end is 33.1 centimeter. So what is the length of the needle? As you know, in some scales the ends may be broken and you may not be able to see the zero mark clearly. So in such cases, you should avoid taking measurement from the zero mark of the scale. You can use any other full mark of the scale. So the actual count of the length of the needle start from 3.0 centimeter instead of 0 centimeter. Thus the actual length of the needle is 33.1 minus 3.0 centimeter is equal to 30.1 centimeter. Question number 9. Why could you not use an elastic measuring tape to measure distance? We cannot use an elastic measuring tape to measure distance as it does not have a fixed length. Elastic tape can be stretched and does not show correct reading. So the answer, an elastic tape is flexible and can be stretched. Thus each time it will give different reading for the same length measured. Therefore it is impossible to measure accurate distance from an elastic measuring tape. So here our exercise is over. Now look at some activities. Question number 1. Figure 10.1 shows some of the different modes of transport. Place them in the correct order from the earliest modes of transport to the most recent. So it is there in your textbook, figure 10.1. Next, what are the different types of motion? Explain it with some examples. So what you have to do? You have to write this activity 1 and 2 in A4 sheet.
So dear children, let me conclude today's session. Today we have discussed text exercise. Dear students, I have attached the URL video and notes to the classroom. And there will be a test paper related to this topic. So please all of you attend the test paper and post it. See you in the next class. Till then, take care. Bye.